Okay, you are welcome to the new tutorial for supervisor. Okay, to be a supervisor first, you need to have an account, supervisor account. This is a supervisor. You must have a username and password, as you can see here. And as I told you earlier, this is a tree diagrams on how survey solution work from data collection part. From data collection part to this is enumerator part where data are being collected, those interviews. Then the second part is for supervisor, where supervisor collect data from different more than one enumerators. And the third or the last part is HQ. For now, I'm going to show you how a supervisor can interact with survey solutions. I mean, the process of receiving and approve, reject those interview from the enumerator. Okay. So as I told you, must have an account. This is an account with username and password, as you can see. Okay, what happened? But just username and password. Okay, this one. Okay, this is an account for. This is our account username should appear here, as you can see here. Ukerewe 2024, and yeah, there are several icons here. Okay, first we have here at the top. At the top below here, we have can say 5 interface. January 2024 reports, interview, team and rules, and survey setups. And here we had this is our questionnaire, regional GDP Tanzania. So for here, this is January 2024. This is your I can say workplace where your interview are directed to the server. This is the workplace on the server. So you are not need to work on this. Yeah. So for you, you have a report part. Yeah. There are several interface in a report. So here is where you can get reports of your, I mean your surveys, different reports. You are going to see it. And the second part is interviewers. Interviewers, these are receiving questionnaires from enumerator. This is where you can get them. The third part is team and rules. So here you can see different team. As you know, most of the surveys working with a team. You may have more than one teams working in different areas. So here is where you can view them. And the last part, this is a setups. So here is where you can assign them. Sometimes, most of the time, supervisor using to assign work to different enumerators. So here is where you can see. So sometimes you may find that questionnaire is directly assigned by HQ. So if this is happened to you, or this is happened to your surveys, no need to work on this one, unless otherwise HQ part assign assign the questionnaire to supervisor, then the supervisor to assign to a numerator. Okay, so for the report, let's start with the report part. You can see survey and status. You may have one supervisor may have more than one service. So here is a part where you can see the report of different surveys. You may find that you are supervised more than one service. Let's say 2 or 4, whatever. So here is where you can get a summaries, whatever, a report of those different surveys. For if you have only one service, this is part does it work. So let's see how it works. As you can see here, this is a questionnaire. This is a survey. As you can see, that the survey status report show number of interview in each status for the survey, which is supervisor involved. So here, if you have more than one, you are supervising more than one survey, here you can see this is the regional GDP Tanzania. This is the one survey. You can see second survey, third survey, and so forth. So for here, as our tutorial involves only one service, you can see just only one survey here with these reports. That's yeah, that's how it works. The second part is team member and status. This is just specific for one service. Yeah, you need to go deep on a specific service. As you can see here, this is team members. This is the team members. As you can see here, this is questionnaire. So you have to select which questionnaire you want to see. I mean, it's a team report. So if you have only one questionnaire, it's populate automatically. But if you have more than one questionnaire, you need to filter it here. This is the regional GDP. You have to choose your questionnaire which you want to. You may find you have more than one questionnaire. So here is where uh, you can go and look for your questionnaire. As for me, as my questionnaire is very far from uh, this interactive, so you no need to go on that. But in short, here is where you can get your questionnaire. Then you have to select it so as to see the team members and so forth. This is they go alphabetically. For me, the questionnaire is very far based on my alphabetical regional GDP, which most of the case it should be very down here. This one. So if you choose this one automatically, it populates. So there is a version. You may find that questionnaire have different versions. So probably you need to just to see the status of one just specific version. But for if you don't select it, means that you want to see the oral version. For me, I want to see the oral version. So this is the team with the status. I can see that these are completed. For oral surveys, only 10 interviews are completed. As you can see that for bank, 1, and for fishing is 2. For education is 2, as you can see that. So there is an option to download this in Excel format. Uh, as you can see, you can download it in Excel part. This is how it works. Yeah, this is how it works when it comes to download it in Excel format. Okay, this is not the case. So this is how it works when it comes to report team and the status. So this is a team, and this is a status of each questionnaire or each interviews. So okay, the third part is the status and the durations. Here, it means you need to observe the time spent uh, by each, let's say, by team members. Each team members, the time spent in doing interviews. So, the first is just to filter your questionnaire, and I've told you it's arranged alphabetically. So for me, it's R. I have to choose. Make sure you do this, because if you just go direct without choosing your questionnaire, you may find that you are just seeing status of different questionnaire apart from what you want to see. Okay, this is this is a time or a period. So this is the version as I told you. So you may observe different things here. As you can see, there is only 10 completed the interview. Interview assigned are 33. These are interviewers, or I can say enumerators. 33 assigned, but only 10 are completed. Rejected by supervisor is 1. Approved by supervisor is 1. Nothing is approved by HQ. Let's see. These 10 completed. If you open them, you may find them here, how they look like. Okay, this is not the case for startup and duration. So here, these are days. Day 1, nothing happens. Day 2, also nothing happens. As you can see here, from day 10 to day 19, there's something happened here. 10 are completed, 1 are rejected, and so forth. So this is the days, and you can navigate in a different way, as you can see here. But this is how it works. Okay, nothing. Okay, this is the quantity. This is the quantity. So for the quantity, first you have to filter interview action, number of completed interview, number of completed interview. You have to select as usual, select your questionnaire. I have to select your questionnaire. Nice. For my questionnaire, it's ALA. Okay, regional GDP. Yeah, this is okay. Version, all version. Over 1. Period unique. Yeah, you can see this is how it works. On this date, nothing you can find. Let's go back. Let's say from here is where you can see. So you can quantify based on a period. Let's say you need to see from certain date to a certain date how many questionnaire interviews you have corrected. So this is how it works. And here is the speed spent by interview. This is very important to know, because you may find that you, each service during a pilot study, times needed to spend to complete I mean to complete one interview. So this is very important to observe. This is for issue of quality assessment. You may find that certainly interviewers may spend very little time compared to others. So this is very important because uh, it is for quality issues. It's for quality issues. So this is average interview speed. We choose the any date. See here you can find that. Let's say for this interview, for this team, bank, he spent one day, and the 57 minutes to fill this questionnaire, which is okay. And also, yeah, because this is establishment-based surveys, which involve of interacting with financial statements and so forth. So it happened to spend just a day. So this is okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We have a map here. Yeah. Sometimes you may find that in your surveys involve GPS corrections. So if this is the case, yeah, this map is for quality assessment issues. Also, it's for quality assessment issues because uh, it shows how our establishments, uh, how your establishments are located. Are they located in your area of your service or not? So this also it's for each of the quality assessment to see how how we can observe them. Where is my question? I see region no where I see it. Let me type here. Sometimes you need to type region. Okay, let me type GDP. Okay, what's the problem? Variable GPS. Okay, okay. First, you need to select your specific variable. As for me, it doesn't happen here because uh, uh, this is not my questionnaire. My questionnaire is a regional GDP questionnaire, but regional GDP questionnaire Tanzania. But this is how it look like. So you can see the points on how your establishment is located. If it's located within your boundary, it's okay, unless otherwise. So for me, it will be, it doesn't show here because my questionnaire doesn't have a GPS variable. Okay, this is okay. The last part is for survey status. Yeah, this is survey status in general with different questions. Sometimes you may need to look specific questions. Yeah, you need to. This is the general. There are several things you can observe here. There is questionnaire types, questionnaire names, versions, status, and the questions. So you may choose specific question to see how people respond on that. So this is very very crucial. Most of the time, you find that uh, your boss or whatever HQ need to observe specific questions, how people respond. Yeah, this is where you can fix it. As let me see just one questionnaire. Let's say questions because this is uh, this is a telephone number. Here, how people respond. You can find that most of the people respond on the telephone number. That's okay. So you can do the same to the different question to observe. And as I told, there's an option here on how to download it in Excel format, so as you can present it to your HQ part. That's all about the reports. So here there are several reports based on what you need. Okay, the second interface is for the interviews. These are interviews or corrected questionnaire. I can say just simple. I can say these are something come from enumerators. Those are response from the enumerators. And here is where we can accept and reject the questionnaires or interview. We call it the interviews. Here we have 11 interviews. That's the first observation. As I said, you may have more than one survey supervised by one supervisor. So first you need to filter uh, your your questionnaire so as to work on your questionnaire rather than you to work on specific questionnaire. And second, the versions. For us, most of the time we are working for all versions. But if it's the case, you can choose a specific version. Unless otherwise, you can come to the status. Here we have several status of these questions. The first status is completed. This is the part where those I can say those you will receive at the first time. We call it completed questionnaires or interviews. The second part, interview assigned. Those uh, uh, those questionnaire which you are assigned to the numerator. The third is rejected by headquarter. You may find that sometimes you can approve your interview to headquarter, and the headquarter person may find some errors and reject it to you as a supervisor. So this is where you can see those are rejected by supervisor, rejected rejected by headquarters, and rejected by supervisor. This rejected by supervisor, those are interviews which you as a supervisor you reject it to you are enumerated. So here is where you can get them. Then supervisor assigned. This is where you assign the I mean headquarter assign the interview to you, which is not the case. Sometimes you may find that headquarter person assign the direct questionnaire to enumerator. Okay, let's start with waiting for those completed one. So here is those are those which is completed. As you can see here, there are some identification questions, which most of the time are fixed automatically by when you are assigned to enumerator or something. So there are some information over here. Responsible, the one who fill the updates, and something like this. And here you can find that there is errors, 0 errors and not answered 2. Mode of interview is CAPI. It means CAPI is we call it computer assisted personal interviews. Yeah, status completed, received by tablet, and something here. So here is where you can either accept or reject. So you come to here, you right click on questionnaire number or interview key, then you open. So here, once you open, you will start to see one to another questions. So it's for you now to see, are they correct? Are they respond correct? If not, you have an option either to approve or to reject the questionnaire. Here there is some information over here. As you can see, mode is a cap. There is a cap and the kawi. For the cap, it's web-based. Web-based assisted personal interview. It's always web-based. You can send to him or to her via your emails. Durations, time spent on responding this interview or this questionnaire, it's almost 20 minutes. Status is completed. The responsible persons is here. Supervisor, this is an update and so forth. So there are some this is the questions, and there are some I call filter questions. This is some, I can say, to see how you can work on it. As here you can find that validity. So you may know just before starting work on it, you may find only invalid issues. Invalid issues is happen when someone fill a response which is not correct. Let's say you are just interviewing another person. Only it's another survey. Another survey. Let's say the age is 15 and above, and if happen a interviewer on age variable just like let's say age less than 15, let's say 10 is here you can find that there are some invalid. You need to, because a questionnaire most of the time are fixed with some logical manner, something like that. So this is how we can work, and this is not answered. Not answered is a blank. You may find that sometimes it's normal for like but for like let's say it happens sometimes. No need for nature of the survey, no need to have unanswered questions. So you can go direct to an answered question. Unless otherwise, you can go just normal to see. Are they right? Is there a phone number? Uh, yeah. So if it's there is phone number, nothing to do. If there is no phone number, you need to put a comment here, so as you can reject your questionnaire, so as I mean a numerator to fill the question number. On how to put comment, here we have three dots over here on my I can say right hand sides of me. Here there's three dots, so you need to click it and add the comment. So you need, let's say, I can say fill phone number, then I have to post. There's no option on how to delete the comment, because once you reject it, interviewer he or she is going to see this comment. So if the case, also he or she can respond to at the on that comment. So there's no option to delete the comments. One comment is deleted by other comments. Or you have to respond on the other comment. Even if you just, it's an error. You as a supervisor, you type something as a comment, and once on a process you recognize you was yourself, or you just mistaken, you have to put another comment. There are no option to delete it. So the comment is deleted by other comments, or it's responded by other comments. So you can say that ignore above comment. Let's say ignore above comment. So he or she is going to ignore the above comment. Unless otherwise, if you still on the first comment, you have to reject a questionnaire or the interview. So There are several options. Once you reject a questionnaire, you have to reject to original response, or you have to change a response, a respondent. For our case, if we want the one who did for the first the interview to is the one to make a correction, you have to reject to original response. Unless otherwise, you want someone else eh, apart from the one who responds the question for the first time so you have to reject for the so and here you can put some comments. So just a general comment. I can say I need this for just one. I need this for today. Just today, I need this. Okay, my computer is not working with this. I need to say today. Today, yeah, something like that. I need today. Yeah, you can just put a comment like this one. Then you can reject it. Yeah, this is you can reject it. So it's rejected by supervisor. Unless otherwise, you can come again to the next like just click. You have to click, then open, and you can come to another questionnaire. You have to do the same. You have to do the same as you can see here. Okay, this is a response based on our questionnaire. As you can see, this is some of the comments, whatever. Okay, this is how it happened. And once you find that the question, I mean, the interview is okay, you have to approve here. You have to approve here. Then, if you have some comments to HQ, you can put here. Unless otherwise, you can approve without putting nothing. Okay, this here is something internet problem, but yeah, this is how it will work as a supervisor. Once you finish your work, uh, and then you can see just see, once you finish your work, you can see your status. As I can see, overall status. Yeah, you can see here. This I filtered the questions, team and status. You can see here as I told you. Yeah, status and duration, surveys. Yeah, yeah, here you can see. Yeah, now on survey the status there are first we have total of 12. This one is rejected. What is rejected? 2 is approved, and rejected by HQ 0 and 12. So at the final stage, you need to have 0 on all parts. You need to have 0 on completed interview. It means that you are working for all interviews. Also, you need to work on reject by supervisor, or you need to work on for you as a supervisor. You need to end up here. You don't need to have any value here up to those which you are approved here. So you need to work for all completed, you need to all work for all rejected up to approved by supervisor. Then for here is for headquarters. Also, you need to work for rejected by headquarters. If something rejected, it come here to be approved by supervisor until it is approved by HQ to total questionnaire. So this is how supervisor is going to interact with this survey solution interview supervisor menu. Thank you for watching. Welcome again. Thank you.